Have you ever wondered how crucial a role saliva plays in your digestion? It might not be something you've given much thought to, but every day, this unsung hero is hard at work. It's a vital player in many of our daily activities, from the moment we wake up to when we turn in for the night. Consider when you're enjoying your favorite meal. It's saliva that kicks off the digestive process, breaking down food even before it reaches your stomach, or when you're having a chat with a friend. Saliva helps us speak clearly, lubricating our mouths for smooth, effortless conversation. But what if there was no saliva? Could we still digest food? Would speaking become a challenge? And what about our overall health? Would that be impacted too? Intriguing questions, aren't they? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of saliva and its indispensable role in our digestion. In order to understand the role of saliva, we must first familiarize ourselves with its source, the salivary glands. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly are these salivary glands? Well, they are specialized structures situated in and around the oral cavity responsible for the production and secretion of saliva. There are three major pairs of salivary glands, each with its own unique location and structure. First, we have the parotid glands, the largest of the trio. These glands are located just in front of the ears, extending to the area beneath the earlobes. They produce a thin, watery form of saliva that aids in the initial stages of digestion. Next, we have the submandibular glands, positioned on the floor of the mouth on both sides of the jaw. These glands are responsible for producing a mixture of both thin, watery saliva and thicker, mucus-like saliva. This cocktail of salivary fluids serves to moisten and lubricate the food, preparing it for easier swallowing. Finally, we have the sublingual glands, the smallest of the three, nestled under the tongue. They produce a thick, mucus-rich saliva that further aids in the lubrication of food. Each of these glands has a unique role in the production of saliva. Yet, they all work in harmony to ensure the process of digestion begins smoothly right from the moment the food enters your mouth. Interestingly, while these three pairs of glands contribute significantly to the saliva production, numerous smaller salivary glands scattered throughout the oral cavity also contribute to this process. They continuously keep our mouths moist and comfortable, aiding in speaking, swallowing, and maintaining oral health. So, you see, the salivary glands, often overlooked, play a vital role in our daily lives. They're the unsung heroes of our digestive system, working diligently behind the scenes to make our meals more enjoyable and our digestion more efficient. Now that we have a better understanding of where saliva comes from, we can explore its role in digestion. A saliva is far from just mouthwater. It's a potent catalyst in our digestive process. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty of how saliva starts the digestion process even before the food reaches our stomach. When food enters our mouth, it's not just the teeth that get to work. Saliva, our unsung hero, plays a crucial role in breaking down the food particles. It's a common misconception that digestion only happens in the stomach. The reality, however, is that digestion begins the moment we take our first bite. Our saliva is equipped with specialized enzymes that start the process of breaking down food right in our mouths, long before it reaches our stomach. Now, let's get to know these enzymes a little better. Primarily, we have two main enzymes present in our saliva: amylase and lipase. Amylase, also known as p-tyalin, is the star player. It leaps into action the moment food enters our mouth. Its primary role is to break down complex carbohydrates, like starch, into simpler sugars. So, when you're munching on that delicious piece of bread, it's amylase that's turning the starch in the bread into sugar. Fascinating, isn't it? Then we have lipase. This enzyme is responsible for kickstarting the digestion of fats. While it's not as active as amylase in the mouth, it certainly prepares the fats for further breakdown once they reach the stomach and small intestine. Together, amylase and lipase orchestrate the first act of the digestive symphony, turning complex food particles into simpler substances that our bodies can process easily. As we can see, without saliva, our food wouldn't even begin to break down in our mouths. Saliva is indeed more than just mouth water. It's the frontline soldier in our body's battle to extract all the nutrients we need from the food we eat. So next time you enjoy a meal, take a moment to appreciate the work your saliva does behind the scenes. By now, it's clear that salivary glands and saliva are vital components of our digestive system. They don't just make our mouths water at the sight of a delicious meal, they actually play a significant part in breaking down that meal and allowing our bodies to absorb its nutrients. Let's start by summarizing their importance. Salivary glands located within our mouths are responsible for producing saliva. This clear liquid is much more than just water. It's a complex mixture of water, electrolytes, mucus, and enzymes, each having a unique role in the digestion process. So how does saliva help us? When we begin to consume food, our salivary glands spring into action, releasing saliva to start the digestion process. The enzymes present in saliva, such as amylase, start breaking down the food, particularly carbohydrates, into smaller, more manageable pieces. This enzymatic action is the first step in a chain reaction that ultimately allows our bodies to extract the nutrients from our food. But that's not all. Saliva also plays a crucial role in food tasting. It helps in dissolving food particles, which can then interact with our taste buds, allowing us to enjoy the flavors of our meal. Plus, the lubrication provided by saliva aids in swallowing, making it easier for food to travel down the esophagus. Beyond digestion, saliva acts as a protective shield for the mouth, helping to prevent infections by controlling bacteria and fungi in the mouth. It also aids in maintaining oral health by washing away food particles and neutralizing acids produced by bacteria. However, problems with the salivary glands, such as blockages or diseases, can significantly affect digestion and overall health. These conditions can lead to dry mouth, difficulty in swallowing, and an increased risk of oral infections, among other issues. So the next time you take a bite of your favorite food, take a moment to appreciate your salivary glands and the incredible work they do.